Hey, so I apologize for being a bit slow this month. Getting back into things after spinal surgery has been a bit hectic. A couple points about this before I get into it. This was a request on Reddit. I don't generally get into family drama just because it can get messy fast and you can make things worse with a few thoughtless words. That being said, I do try really hard to honor requests when I get them. Um, I will be putting a shout out in the comments. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. And why don't we get to what you're here for? Looking through the information available, this is definitely a rough situation, and I'm going to go with what may be an unpopular view by addressing some of the wider issues at play. OP, having read through the things you've said about this situation, I want to say that it sounds like a lot of red flag behavior has been normalized in your home life. Sending pictures of dead bodies to someone, especially someone you're in a dispute with, is really concerning, and it is not okay. Weaponizing a divorce against one's child is not okay. Obviously, the chat's been in agreement that this is problematic. I just want to remind you that ultimately your emotions are valid and it's your feelings that need to guide what you're going to do moving forward. You mentioned that you've been having trouble sleeping because of apprehension over your father's possible actions. That tells me you are feeling genuinely threatened, and that's all the validation you need to take precautions. We don't control those feelings. They are deep reactions to things our conscious mind doesn't always want to acknowledge. Understandably, parents feel hurt when kids go no contact. They feel upset during divorce proceedings. Okay, that's fair. Parents are human. However, I do want to point out that a parent's marriage is just that. It's a parent's issue. And as hard as it can be, parents should make protecting their kids and preserving relationships a priority. Parents shouldn't willingly pull their kids into a toxic emotional situation with their partner. And I personally did not like that comment about pulling the OP deeper into the situation like it was the father's way of punishing his kids. Obviously, OP was already pulled into something if they're having to give testimony about infidelity in the parents' marriage. That shouldn't be used like a weapon. It should be something that makes the dad rethink how he involves his children in his own poor choices. Having experienced abuse and manipulation, I can say that when you're in that kind of situation, negative behavior becomes the norm. It's really hard to see things clearly as extremes become your measure. You second guess your feelings because they aren't doing X, Y, and Z, so maybe it's not as bad as you think. To OP, I want to say this is a rough situation, and my hope is that you and your family come through to a better place. I found counseling to be helpful in putting things into perspective. Maybe that's something you might consider in the long term. For now, I hope you listen to your instincts. Stay firm in doing what's best for your well being, and that your father comes to a place of self awareness in all of this. Truly, I wish better days and safety for you and your loved ones. And honestly, that's all I've really got to say on this one. I hope I provided a fair and considered commentary on this situation, that people found something of value to take from it. If there's anything you feel I've gotten wrong or didn't cover, please feel free to DM or email me. And as always, I very much appreciate your support. You're awesome.